Are you tired of watching your hard-earned cash lose value due to inflation? Me too. I am going to give you 5 tips on how you can beat the inflation blues, keep your bank account happy and healthy. But here's the thing. Before we jump in, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any wealth-building information. And if you stay until the end, I am going to give you my number 1 strategy on how to beat inflation. Now let's get after it. One thing you got to do is you got to diversify your investments. And that means you got to spread your money out across a lot of different types of investments. Your investment could be your savings account. Your investment could be your checking account. Your investment could be your stock portfolio. And you don't have to have a lot of money for you to have a stock portfolio. If you have more than 2 types of stocks, you have a stock portfolio. Like, I want you to start getting educated on these terms. So when you're thinking about your money, you got to think about diversifying and having a little bit of money in all sorts of things and really diversifying your portfolio so that the performance can really make sure that you're hedging your bets. Because if you think about it right now, where we're sitting today, interest rates on savings accounts are going up, where interest rates on credit cards are really going through the roof. But if you start to put money in savings, you can earn a higher interest rate. Where before, savings accounts maybe was only paying you 0.5%, not even a 1%, right? A 0.5%. But if you actually start to realize savings accounts now are starting to pay more money. So if you just have money sitting, sit some of your savings account so you can definitely benefit from what is happening in this inflationary market from the other side of the equation. Consider investing in stocks. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Carla, the stock market is going up and down. I know it is, but historically, over time, the stock market is lucrative. It will outperform a lot of the other types of investments that you may be going into. And don't think that you got to go into the stock market with a lot of money. How about you just put in $50 every single month and take advantage of ETFs, exchange traded funds, where you're putting in a little bit at a time, a lot lower risk, and you're able to be in that market. And you want to go in the market when the market is down because stocks are on sale when the market is down. You also need to consider inflation protected securities, things like treasury bonds, things that are TIPSs, inflation protected securities. This is where our government has said, if you invest with us, we're going to give you guaranteed interest rates that are not going to go up and down. And they pay pretty good interest rates, but most of us aren't aware of them. Investing in real estate. You can invest in real estate in different types of ways. You can invest in REITs, where you can put a little bit in, aggregate your money with others who are buying into bigger properties. And REIT, REIT, stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. A lot of investment companies allow you to do that. Over time, real estate is one of those great investments that's always going to be there. There's absolutely no more land being built. The dirt is here, right? So if you can get a piece of the dirt, and I do mean a piece of the dirt, you are always going to be in a great position, because I can honestly tell you, owning real estate myself and having bought my first piece of property like $75,000, that property, when I sold it and bought more property, literally had gone up to $500,000. So over time, real estate goes up. In order to combat inflation, you got to be able to prevent yourself from utilizing your credit cards, because the interest on credit cards is high. It is going up 18%, 21%, 25%. So if you're hitting those credit cards, you're not going to be making 25% anywhere else in your portfolio. So you gotta avoid the credit cards by making sure you have savings, by making sure you're putting a little money in savings so you don't have to use your credit cards in the event of an emergency. And when you're trying to save for savings, stop going to Starbucks. Stop ordering stuff online that you absolutely do not need, because what you need is making sure you have some money in the event of an emergency. So you're going to have to make your coffee at home because you got to get your savings built up. I remember when I was working on getting my savings built up. In the beginning, it was all about just getting $1,000 locked in the savings. Then it became about getting a month's worth of my living expenses, then 3 months, then 6 months. But here's the thing, my friends, a little bit at a time. It takes time. So in order for you to beat inflation, you got to make sure you diversify your investments. You got to try to get yourself invested in some level of real estate. You got to make sure that you create a savings account, and you got to make sure that you're not utilizing your credit cards. Another strategy is making sure you never go to the store without a shopping list. I have literally stopped going into the big stores, like the big Costco's, the big Sam's Club. Why did I do that? Because every time I go in there, I purchase stuff that I never even thought existed before in my life, that I didn't even want or need. But because I saw it, I wanted to buy it. That's why we got to get laser focused, my friends. And when you do, you're going to get yourself in a better position in order to beat inflation. So literally, my number one tip: do not go in the store without a grocery list. Do not go in the store without a purchase list. There's no random purchases. Only buy that in which you need, and be okay for shopping around for a discount. Because as long as I have money in my savings account, I don't care if people see me shopping at a discount store. And when you do that, you're going to hedge against inflation. You're going to be able to build your savings, and you're going to feel good when you see those dollars in your bank account. And talking about feeling good, I feel good when you do better. That is why I want you to like, I want you to comment, and I want you to subscribe so I can keep you updated on all things business and tax. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I also want to introduce you to a program that I have called Tax Pro Grow. Why? Because you may be looking for a side hustle, you may be looking for a business to run, you may be looking for some extra cash, or you just might be concerned about this whole recession thing, or somebody giving you a pink slip. Well, Tax Pro Grow could potentially be your answer, because it's a business that you can do where no one is in charge but you. And here's the great thing about Tax Pro Grow. You don't need to have a tax license. You don't need to have tax knowledge. You don't need to have a degree. You don't need anything but a willingness to learn. And I break down all the steps through my system and process. I literally take my 25 years of experience, all the mistakes I made, all the lessons I've learned, and I packaged it up in a system and process that is foolproof, that you will be able to utilize and start making money. I literally guarantee it. I am going to invite you to join me on this journey of Tax Pro Grow, because I want you to start making an endless amount of money, and I want you to be in control of your destiny. If you are interested in starting now, I want you to click on the link. And when you do, you're going to learn everything that you need to know. You're going to learn how to offer the service. You're going to learn how to sell a client. You're going to learn how to do marketing. And here's the other great thing. You will even get leads, because we offer that too. People that are willing to pay you for the service that you're going to easily be able to offer, because the value is going to be there. So if you need some extra cash, you want to make an endless amount of money, or you just thinking, maybe you just want to do something different, click on that link and join me for the Tax Pro Grow program. I guarantee you'll be thanking me for doing so.